Rolling. I want to go over some rolls real quick. So we teach a lot of different kinds of rolls. We teach forward rolls, we teach shoulder rolls, we teach dive variations of both, we teach like ukemi, like martial arts rolls, certain kinds of martial arts rolls, we teach back rolls, we teach back shoulder rolls, we teach rolls into handstands, we teach lots of different types of rolls. Real quick, I want to go over some of the differences and how to do some of them. So, our most basic is probably a gymnastics-ish style forwards roll. Basically, like this. Plant your hands, not far from your feet. Look down at your belly button. Push hard with your feet, your legs. You don't let your head touch the mat or the floor. Then you come right back onto your feet so you can stand. So, that's a basic forwards roll. A lot of the mistakes you'll see is people reaching too far with their hands, and it makes it a lot harder to roll over. Two, people letting their head touch the mat, like that. So you want to make sure your hands are strong and that you don't put a lot or really any weight on your head and neck. So make sure you tuck your chin. I like to say, use the cue, look at your belly button. And another thing that helps to prevent your body's straightening out, like that, doing a flop onto your back or your butt. So, the cues there would be, look at your belly button, hands close to your feet, push hard with your legs, and keep looking at your belly button until you roll out of it. Like that. So, another common mistake would be people bringing their hands too wide. So, either bring their hands too wide, turning their fingers in like this. Sometimes when a kid starts, they'll roll, they'll collapse their arm like that. All of those are things you obviously want to avoid. So you want your hands about shoulder width apart. You want them nice and strong and firm. You don't want to be on your knuckles. You don't want your fingers curled. You want your fingers spread like this. You even don't want your fingers together. You want your fingers spread. Look down at your belly button again. Push. You can see my arms stay a little bit bent like this the whole time. Don't straighten. They don't collapse. You want them around here. So almost a 90-degree angle. Don't overthink it. Play with it. Practice it. Just kind of keep your arms here so that your head doesn't hit the mat and so that your body doesn't straighten out. The next very common mistake is stopping yourself in your roll. So a lot of people straighten their legs like this and just come into a sitting position or even just lie down like that. Those are both ugly and inefficient, even though sometimes you might want to stop and take a rest or take a nap. It's not dynamic. It's not that cool. So let's clean it up. So when you roll for this most super standard forwards roll or somersault, it's best to keep your knees bent like this. You're going to stand straight out of it. Now, that's kind of the typical standard method. Feet together, you stand up. If you want to be a little bit more dynamic, you can stagger your feet. So you can continue with the step. So you bend one leg and keep the other leg straight. Like that. Now, if that's a little difficult, you need to practice that. Then there's a little drill. One, just roll back and you roll forward. That, stand up. You can do that with feet together. You can also do it feet staggered. So one foot at a time like that. It's good to switch feet, practice both. At more advanced levels, you can also just practice on one foot. Roll back and then step up. So again, an ideal forwards roll. This one will be deep, not staggered. Ideal forwards roll should look kind of like that.